Okay, y'all, I want to show y'all something here. This is my cooking area. I know it's not nice with a concrete part around it that's real nice, but this is where I got all my pits set up, and I want to show you the differences in them. So we're gonna start right here. This right here is my wood stove, and another thing I want to tell you, this is not bought stuff. This is built stuff. All of this stuff is homemade, built, and I got a good deal on it. I've had probably over 50 barbecue pits, and these are the ones I decided to keep. So right here, this thing is like 35 inches deep, and it's probably about 1.5 feet, maybe 2 feet wide. So if you're cooking something slow, you can put your pot right here. Got way more than enough room. And if you're cooking something fast, well, you got this here. So I normally cook on cast iron pots, especially the ones I'm gonna leave outside, because if your fire is not real hot at that point, sometimes you're gonna have enough smoke and you set the underside of your pot get kind of black. So I'll show you the inside of this thing. The whole thing is 3/8 thick. You can see how thick it is. And it goes way off there. It works perfect. Got a little airflow going in. I put some fabric in here. So this thing works perfect. It works way better than the cast iron heaters. I even have one of them in the back. The old cast iron stoves you put in the house. This thing here works, I'm talking perfect. And you don't have to have short logs. You can just put them in there and stack them, and they last a long time. All right. This thing here is my vertical smoker, and pull that up. This is also homemade. Doors to it. This is 48 by 48, and I'm gonna pull a shelf out here. I don't want to get any stuff in my hands, so I use this thing to pull it out. And you can cook around 11-12 briskets on this top rack at one time. Seeing it on here don't really do it justice. Seeing it in person, then you can kind of see how big it is. I've got 3 racks, and push it back in. Everything is nicely seasoned. We got an ash pan at the bottom that slides. It comes all the way out. I'm sorry about the glare from the sun. And I actually made this thing. It's not ideal for something, that's bought. This is all homemade built. So this thing here works perfect. Just a piece of tin. I cut slots in it with my angle grinder, and you let a little heat in on the other 2 racks. We have a water pan sometimes we use, and right here is on an angle, so it goes down that way and it goes down this way. And I put it like that, so if I'm doing, I could fit 120 pieces of chicken. Not chicken, well, it is chicken, but leg quarters. I'm not gonna just say individual chicken, but leg quarters on this rack and 120 on that rack. So when you have all that grease flowing down, you don't want it dropping in the fire. At least not for the first 2 hours. I smoke chicken around 2.5, 3 hours. So the grease is gonna run down this way and drop down on the sides, and the same way that way. Sides are kind of cool, and it's gonna drop on the ground. I don't have a catch fan, and as you can see, these are my air vents that the air come up and flow through the fire right here. And you don't have to worry about anything rotting out. That water can sit in there. So when the grease falls, it's gonna come on down and go on the ground. That's not good. If you want to catch it, you can put some pans on it, but that's how this one is set up. So I got my stack right there at the back. You can put any kind of sauce pots up there that'll keep warm. All right. Close this up, and we're gonna put this little pin back in there. See if we can do everything in one hand. Okay. All right. This pit here, I brought it probably 4 years ago. It's real sturdy. The wheels on it, I mean, they don't look new, but they're all solid rubber. So you don't have to worry about airing them up or nothing like that. And the stuff that you see down at the bottom, that's actually is cold beef tallow. So I coated this whole thing with beef tallow. And right here, you can see I got it seasoning. I'll probably be using this pit in another month or two. But I have it seasoning so those grapes can be a nice color and they won't rust as fast. All right, moving over here. This is the back side of my 10.5-foot smoker. This is the air damper here that you open, put a little air in, you can bag it all the way out to here. And that's how the inside look. Have seen better days, but it's 3/8 stick, it's still strong. This thing here is kind of ate up on the sides a little bit, but we still got a long life ahead of it. Like this part here, they kind of block it off. But we got 2 fireboxes, and in the middle is split. So right here, I got pecan hulls in here and in bags, but this side looks exactly like the other side. And you got the air dumper right here. It feeds in with these 2 pipes here going straight in. The whole entire pit is 3/8 stick, even the big part. I'll let you see. When I got this pit, we just had the bottom racks, the honeycomb racks, and I wanted something to put more meat on it. Those are my chickens over there. They fighting, but I wanted something to put more meat, and I got my buddy to build a top rack on it. So, I mean, it's not perfect. It's homemade built, and we used what we had, and he did a good job on it. And I actually cook up here all the time. If I'm cooking something real slow, I cook the under rack, but most of the time I cook on the top now. And this pit is nicely done. This is an Oklahoma pit, and I got it from a guy out of Natchez, Mississippi. You can see how thick it is. So it's here to last. The other side is the same way. I've had this pit now probably about 8 years or longer, and it cooks perfect. I know this pit like the back of my hand because I've cooked on it so many times. If you want something that cooks fast, this is not your pit. We also have another pit right here. This is the pit that I'll move this out the way. This is like an inside your truck bed type of pit because it's real heavy. 2 people on each side. You got these things for you to pick it up. This to control your air and your exhaust flow that comes through here. To control your air that comes in, it's right here. The piece that it had across, so I ended up breaking it to adjust it. So it's gonna go through codes pretty quick. But that's how it looks on the inside. I actually have another grate that goes all the way down, but that plate is nice to sit a pot on, and you can cook on this side. So, and those are the pits that I have. Put this back. Those are the pits that I have. Really don't need any more. On this pit, this pit alone right here, we can cook, I'll say, 300 leg quarters on this pit between those 3 racks. On this pit here, you can cook about, I wouldn't say 300, but I'll say a good 200 on this one. And it's crazy because this pit's horizontal and it's way bigger than that one, but it's the depth in the vertical pit that goes all the way back 4 feet. So, but those are it. And like I was saying that this is my work area. You do not need to buy, like just say if they had a pit called a M1000 and it works perfect, and you got everybody getting online talking about it, and the pit is $2,500, and it's really no bigger than this pit. This pit right here, I paid $900. Sorry for the screen keep doing that. $900 for this pit. I paid $100 for the wood stove. I paid $350 for the vertical pit. And the thing you see back there smoking, the smaller pit, I paid $60 for that thing. And they're gonna last a lifetime. And this thing here, paid $50 for it, that we just finished looking at. So, under, you can say, $1,500. Sorry about the chickens again. Under $1,500, I got the whole entire setup of these pits, and we have big functions. Sometimes we cook for the homeless shelter, and I can easily, with all of them, cook 500 to 600 pieces of leg quarters at a time. So you buy stuff, you use it. If it don't work, you can get a welder to adjust it how you want it. And if you don't like it, get rid of it, get something else. But the price of metal is going up and the price of stuff is going up. So spending $4,000 or $5,000 on a barbecue pit, sometimes it is ideal if you have a big restaurant. But if you cook at home and sell food like me, you do not need that, man. You do not need it. Don't let people gossip about how something good that just came out and it's way different than the old model they had, and this is way better, just to get you to spend $4 or $5 on it. No. If you want something that's gonna look real good, that have a lot of artwork in the fabrication and stuff like that, then maybe so. You want something to brag about. But if you really want something that's solid and something that is gonna perform well, no matter the looks, something that's gonna last a lifetime, find some stuff that people have done, homemade builds. And sometimes, life changes. Life brings you in different directions. They no longer have interest in it no more. You kind of only have interest in stuff that you can share with other people. When you don't have any other people that have interest in the same thing you have interest in, you kind of lose interest in what you're doing at the time. But if you could just have that one person that comes around that's interested in what you're interested in, it just keep you motivated and keep you interested in it. So thank y'all for watching. I hope this video not too long and I bored y'all with stuff. But yeah, catch you on the next one.